that, let me introduce to you our Toastmaster of the day. Today we have a very special individual who will be taking us through the meeting. Someone who's evolved in the club to a great extent, who's contributing immensely, and who's been a sort of a wild card when it comes to talent. Really impressed us at the meeting with his singing and humor ability. Without any further ado, please put your virtual hands together in welcoming Mr. Sahil Alwa, who will be taking us through his theme, Real Life Villains. Sahil, I would like you to begin your piece by your signature Joker laugh. And therefore, before you begin proceedings, and as soon as I hand the stage to you, please drop us the Joker laugh that you are distinctly known for. Sahil, over to you.
Right. Well, the most dreaded laugh, what I can say, it's a laugh that defined the movie, you can say. The Jokers. It was just like, this was his laughter, which really set the pace for the movie and has really really made us empathize with the villain, and has also formed a place for us in our lives. So, well, I would like to thank you, Jeevan, for the wonderful address. And I would like to welcome everyone for the 654th meeting, where I will take you on a journey filled with the fiercest, funniest, and the most impressive villains that movies have given us. Well, I will start with the most iconic Bollywood villain that has given us. Bollywood has given us. Okay, our very old household name. Any guesses, guys? None other than Gabbar Singh from Sholay. Well, Gabbar was not just a villain. He was also a threat that mothers used when kids won't sleep. Soja bete soja, nahi to Gabbar aayega. Save your hands, because Thakur couldn't. अरे ओ सांबा किधर है? अरे हार्दिक, जरा सांबा को अनम्यूट करना.
सांबा अभी तक आया नहीं है.
क्या वो सो गया क्या?
उठा ही नहीं है, रात को बहुत ज्यादा पेन दिया था उसको.
Okay. Right. Well, some of his epic dialogues were like "Kitne aadmi the," which really cracked us up to quite an extent. In fact, usually there were characters like Kalia, Samba, and many others. And the epic dance which he used to compel. He used to, in fact, Dharmendra used to get angry and he used to say that, well, Basanti, in kutto ke samne mat nachna. So those were some of the epic moments from the movie. And that movie really set the pace for all of us and defined our lives to quite an extent. In fact, Bollywood, you can say. Well, besides that, how can we forget? Speaking of funny replies, the next up we have is a crime master Gogo, played in 90s. So this film, if you see, was way ahead of its time. And here goes his punchline, one of them, like, crime master Gogo naam hai mera, आंखें निकाल के गोटियां खेलता हूं. One of the other lines was like, आया हूं, कुछ तो लेके जाऊंगा ही. खानदानी चोर हूं मैं, मोगैम्बो का भतीजा. Well, he was such a villain who did not terrify us, but in fact cracked us up. especially when one of those dialogues where he's walking ahead of Amar and Prem, namely Amir Khan and Salman Khan's character, and Amir Khan says, "Gogo ji, aapka ghagra." Ironically, he's walking ahead of them and he's supposed to walk behind them. And then that line where "Dakki chiki, dakki chiki, dakki chiki." Well, he and the character Teja from the movie they really made our childhood and showed that even though the movie wasn't a big hit, because in those days action movies used to work, but now on TV, it really did a great job. And had it released now, or had they at the time had the same kind of vision and the acumen of understanding what good movies are, it would have been a blazing hit, to say the least. Well, the next up is we have some of the other epic characters, like you can say, well, Prem, not the chocolate hero, not Salman Khan's Prem, but Prem, the bad guy from the movie Bobby. Well, one of his epic dialogues were, "Prem naam hai mera, Prem Chopra." So in fact, he was like the daddy of all the villains. So I won't. So moving on, I won't tell you who one of our next villain is.
Sahil Samba aa gaya.
Okay. Well, it seems like Samba is back, and Hardik, जरा उसको spotlight करना. अरे ओ सांबा,
पागल है क्या? चिल्लाता क्या है?
कितने आदमी थे?
नॉर्मली औरतों का एक होता है, बट द्रौपदी के 5 थे.
अरे एक कठिनाई है. वीरू बोल रहा है बसंती को कि कुत्तों के सामने मत नाचना.
हाँ, उसका ये आई गेस बहुत पहले से प्रॉब्लम रहा है. उसको पता नहीं कुत्तों के एंटरटेनमेंट से क्या प्रॉब्लम है.
ये कालिया पता नहीं कहाँ रह गया. अब तेरा क्या होगा कालिया?
अरे ओ सरकार, डोंट बी रेसिस्ट, इवन ब्लैक लीव्स मैटर.
Thank you, Hardik. You can spotlight me again. Well, moving on to our next villain. He's in fact the grandfather of all our villains. It wouldn't be hard to guess. And one of you will have to tell me. Let's pick out someone. I'll give you a hint. He would exclaim, he's happy, and would refer himself in third person. Any guesses? Yes, you can spotlight, unmute Mr. Fernandez.
Mogambo Koshua.
You got that right. Huh? Great. Even though you grew up outside India for first half of your life at least, still you know about Mogambo. Huh? So he's impressed you, even though you were in a Gulf country. Impressive. Mogambo has a far reach. So well, Mogambo is, I don't know what to say. He's not amongst us, but his voice would really terrify us and give us sleepless nights. The movie Mr. India was, to say the least, the most epic movie and has defined the genre to a large extent. So well, besides that, there's Bollywood who has given a spectrum of villains, and now I want to take a moment to talk about a villain with a very stern purpose, what Hollywood has given us. So most of us, especially the yesteryears, people from the yesteryears who are not big on Hollywood, have recently, especially last 2-3 years, have grown to like and relate to someone, the villain from real life villains from Hollywood. So without much further ado, I'm sure you would, one of the two names that would come up to your mind is Thanos from the epic Infinity Saga, who taught us about an evil, who had a purpose that believed in snapping away half the population into dust, thus freeing the universe's suffering and also balancing the resources. Besides that, like I mentioned at the start, it would be impolite, last but not the least, it would be impolite to not talk about probably the universe's most favorite and empathized villain, Arthur Fleck, aka the Joker. Well, it was Heath Ledger who immortalized the character back in 2008. It said that the director Christopher Nolan had auditioned many other actors, but they were not ready to play it simply because they thought they'll not be able to match up to the standards of Jack Nicholson, who had played the same character years ago. However, Heath Ledger, he not only immersed himself into the character, but took it up as a challenge. He drowned in it. It's like he developed an alternate personality disorder into understanding what the character is. So much so that, unfortunately and very sadly, took away his life. But he gave us the he gave us the performance of the century, not only earning himself an Oscar, but also being in our hearts for the rest of our lives. And soon after, in fact, about a decade later, we saw the character Joker revive himself in the form of Joaquin Phoenix, the actor, who brought another take, another solo film, who went on to further make a benchmark of the same character and bring his own spice to it and life to it. And well, the character is such that nobody can refuse to not give an Oscar. He very well won it. So I'm glad whoever has played the characters, especially in the last two, have really done complete justice and also brought an empathetic angle that villains can't be bad. It's just they are misunderstood and they need to be treated well. And we need to understand their perspective also. Well, with that, there are many more I would like to highlight. However, these are a handful which I believe will stay with us lifelong and will continue to entertain us. Even while in this lockdown, we see their videos and their movies to make us laugh, cry, make us sad, and to live our life most of all. With that, I would like to move on to the very important role bearers that the tag team has, namely the timer, the R counter, and the grammarian. So to start with the timer, we have Saifuddin Sheikh. Well, when asked which real-life villain made him laugh, he was quick to respond that the funniest villain was the character Pinky, played by Paresh Rawal in the movie Dod. Honestly, that's the funniest villain even I've seen, Saifuddin. And there are quite a few dialogues which I can't mention on this platform. And I can crack up all day just watching that. In fact, I was watching it last night. I kept watching it for the last 3-4 times. Especially when he's playing Antakshi, when he hijacks a double-decker bus. And he starts singing this song, Kuch na kaho, when they have to sing from K, Kuch bhi na kaho, while police is chasing them. That's the depth of, humor that character brought in. Anyway, would request Saifuddin to be spotlighted and explain the role of the timer to the audience.
Timings. Best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Saifuddin, for that lovely introduction. Now I would like to introduce Karishma Mandal as the R counter. And when asked which villain was the most terrifying, according to her, and why, she replied saying Thanos, because he was a villain with a purpose, and the reason of his for his evil deeds were appalling, which made him even stronger. That's why when his purpose was over, he was easily defeated in the start of the movie, if you see, of Endgame. So with that, I would request Karishma to explain the role of our counter to the audience. Can you please spotlight her?
For everyone who takes the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Karishma. That was very well explained with the diagram, with the PPT. Beg your pardon. Right. So last but last part of the tag team, we have the grammarian, Hiraksha. So when asked who he would like to play as a real life villain if given a chance, so he said that he would like to play the role of Gabbar Singh, as he likes to speak the dialogue "Kitne aadmi the" in real life as well. Would request Hiraksha to explain the role of grammarian to all of us. Can you please spotlight him? Thank you, Hirak. That was a very fitting example given the theme of our meeting today, as he plays a real life villain in many of movies down south. But it's a noble deed indeed what he's doing in real life. So now we move on to the heart of the meeting, which is prepared speakers. So our first speaker for today is Ankita Chauhan. When I asked Ankita whether she has come across a real life villain who has been as sinister and as ruthless as a real life villain, she said, well, there is no one actually. In fact, some percentage of the villainous demeanor a real life villain portrays resembles the villainous demeanor of in all of us. So there's no one specific as such, but it's in all of us. Like we all have those traits. It's just dormant. So that was her answer. So basically, she's trying to say we all are covertly villainous in our own way. And besides that, so can we have Ankita's evaluator, Ankit Das Gupta, read out the speech guidelines? Very impressive. And by the way, she was you're pursuing the pathways, which is dynamic leadership, which is level 1 and project 2. So our second speaker for today is Rohit Gupta. When asked that has he ever had to play a villain sometime in his life because of a particular situation, he replied saying the following, that they say you wish for something hard enough, the entire universe conspires in helping you to achieve it, which is true. However, this could not come true for his pet dog, wishing for mangoes despite his bad stomach. So he felt no less than a villain as he gulped down the first dozen of Alfonso of this season, denying him even a single slice. So resisting his puppy's eyes and pleading face, it proved to be something very difficult task for him in his life, in fact. So moving on, Rohit is attempting his Project 1 Level 2 of Dynamic Leadership. Can we please have Rohit's evaluator, Panita Floria, read out the speech guidelines, please? So our third speaker for today is our very own Adesh Dalvi. When I asked Adesh whether he has come across a real life villain who has a real life villain rather, who has been as sinister and as ruthless as a real life villain, he was quick to respond, and in fact, we had a great talk on that, a great laugh also. So he said it was Teja from Andaz Apna Apna. So someone from his workplace also apparently reminds him of him, and who's always frustrated, irritable, very calculated, and yet he has his team who are like clowns, who always misfire and who always goof up, just like Robert and Bhalla's character from the same movie, and many other such related incidents. So he's the closest to who reminisces him of the character of Teja from Andaz Apna Apna. So moving on, Adesh is attempting his Project 1 Level 2 speech of Pathways, which is motivational strategies. Can we have his evaluator Avinash read out the speech guidelines, please?
Thank you, Sahil.
Thank you, Adesh. I'm definitely planning a Khandala trip after lockdown ends. God knows when it'll end, but I'll definitely get in touch with you and tell you more about it. Right. So now moving on to our penultimate speaker, Sandhya. When asked, Sandhya, which real life villain gave her sleepless nights and why? Well, she said that there were many villains, but to be more specific, it was a particular villain from down south, from a Tamil movie. And I apologize, Sandhya, I can't recollect the name you told me, but well, that was someone who really gave her sleepless nights. And I can imagine, I've seen some of the Tamil movies like Kanchana, Munni to Kanchana, and third part of it also by Raghav Lawrence. In fact, they are remaking it in Hindi, which is where Akshay Kumar is going to enact the role of possessed ghost in that movie. So, well, that was an interesting choice nonetheless when I read it. I just can't recollect. Apologies once again. So, well, can we have her evaluator, Aaron, read out the speech guidelines as she's attempting her traditional ACB2 path? All of us, at least myself. So, well, and congratulations for a milestone speech once again. Keep it up. So, moving on, I would like to ask for a guest introduction, please. If anyone would like to raise their hands and say how are they feeling, how are they finding the meeting. Any guests, please, on the house?
Sal, your friend Harsh wants to talk.
Yeah, can you please unmute Harsh and put the spotlight on him? Yeah, thank you, Harsh. I'm glad you made it.
Sure.
Given that you have a lot of late nights, but yeah, can't be said at this point of time. So I'm glad this was the time you made it in the virtual platform. Right. So is there any other guests who would like to share their impression about Toastmasters?
doesn't look like Sahil, and in the interest of time, can we move ahead?
Sure. So, well, our final speaker for today is Namrata Shah. In fact, one of my first impressions about Namrata was she very humble. I mean, in spite of when I joined way back, she was already kind of a veteran in Toastmasters, and I found her to be very humble and very helpful, very sweet, and very noble also as a human being. Others also praise her very much. So, well, when asked which real life villain she that deserves to get a solo spin-off, that she feels deserves to get a solo spin-off, like the Joker, she very surprisingly said no one but herself. Well, I didn't discuss. Well, that we'll have to take it offline. I would love to know why she feels herself as a solo real life villain that she would like to enact. Anyway, so I would like to spotlight and unmute Namrata. Thank you, Namrata. That was really insightful, and it really resonated with all of us. So that's the end of all the prepared speakers. I would like to call out the timer to read out his reports.
Over to you, Sahil.
Right. Thank you.
Sahil, the polls for the best speaker, please.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Polling for the best speaker.
Yes, right. So, well, we would like to vote now for who they feel is the best speaker. Can we have that on screen, please?
Thank you for sharing this.
Yeah. Last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hope all of you have voted.
May I request people who have not voted to please vote? We have 10 people remaining.
Let's go ahead, Sahil. Please proceed.
Right. So, well, our next segment is one of my personal favorites and most of our favorites for that matter, which is the table topics session, and that will be conducted by Mumtaz Sheikh. So, when asked which real life villain she feels is good by heart and indeed misunderstood, I was quite taken aback because I started my TV journey with this show, which is that of Dexter. So the protagonist by the same namesake in the TV series is basically a serial killer who preys on people who have escaped conventional form of justice. So that's so he has this urge of killing, so he preys on them. He moonlights as a serial killer, and during the day he's a forensic analyst. So yes, Mumtaz, I second that. So I would like to spotlight Mumtaz to conduct this wonderful session. Over to you, Mumtaz.
Sahil, you can start.
Yeah. Aren't we having the polls for the best table topic speaker?
Yes.
Hope everyone's voted.
Shutting the poll in 5 seconds. Sahil, you can continue.
Right. So, well, thank you for that gobsmacking session, Mumtaz. It was great. Now, I would like to move to the last segment of our meeting, which is the evaluation round. Okay, so I would like to, in fact, introduce Dolly Chopra, who will be conducting this. And well, when I asked Dolly that what did she learn from her favorite villain and his ideology, so she was quick to respond that she loved Kulbhushan Kharbanda's villain role as Shakal from the famous movie Shan. And it was very remarkable, and she can still remember his role very vividly, as he had an island full of sharks and crocodiles, which was so shocking to see it for the first time in a Bollywood movie. And the learning she took from that character was that we all should be ready with a backup plan when something doesn't work in our favor. On that note, I would like to spotlight Dolly Chopra and take us through. Over to you, Dolly. Yeah, thank you so much, Dolly. I really appreciate your meticulous assessment and your constructive feedback. So this marks the end of all the sessions. So now I would like to pass it over to our presiding officer, Mr. Jeevan Fernandez.